Happy Transformer Tuesdays. Today we're looking at Hot Shot and Jolt. I picked up this box set off of Amazon for $24.99, which is a pretty dang good steal because Hot Shot by himself is a deluxe class, which is $24.99. But this one came with the set of blast effects, this little Minicon, and these two extra guns here, which is pretty dang cool. I checked the regular retail price for it is like $45, which I think is ridiculous. Do not pay that. But for $25, this is a great deal, and jump on it if it's still available. Here's these bonus guns that we get, and I do not like the bright orange handles that they have, and I kind of wish that they were the same gun twice, just so it looked good or a little bit more uniform when you plug them in for the vehicle battle mode. But they're serviceable, and I don't like them for this figure, but I'll use them for some other stuff. We get this Minicon, which looks wonderful. Looks good from all sides, except the bottom. Transformers never look exceptional from the bottom. But he's all sorts of fun, and I love that scale of figure. And before we get into this guy, I just want to focus on the artwork on here. Wonderful. I wish they credited the artists for all this stuff, because some of the art just really pops for me, and I'd love to get trading cards. The robot mode looks wonderful. The Minicon helicopter looks great, and I love this dude in the background and everything going on here with the ship and area they're at. This looks so good. Would make a kick-ass trading card. Really wish they'd do that. Like, how do I find out who does the art for this stuff? But really cool. Set these weapons to the side for now. Let's look at this guy. I don't have these plugged into anything. I just set them down. But that's what's cool, is you can just kind of set them there and put some in front, and it looks pretty awesome. But they plug into all sorts of different things too. Let's look at this guy's vehicle mode. So slick looking. What a great paint job. It's not based on any real car to my knowledge. I'm not the biggest car person, but I don't think this is a real vehicle. It just looks like a generic, sporty looking car. And for that, it looks great. I love the paint job here. Now, his name is Hot Shot. I never watched the cartoon it's based off of. But from what I know about the character, Hot Shot is an amalgamation of Bumblebee and Hot Rod. And he's usually yellow, and this one here says it's the Powerlinx Hot Shot for this box set. So I'm assuming, I don't know if that's something that happens in the show, but the Powerlinx is what gives him this nice red color with the flames. But it looks great. The undercarriage, you know, like, again, none of them look exceptional from underneath, but we get great detailing in there. You can see the robot parts, but it almost blends in, and I love how this looks with the sculpting. Really clean. I do not like this little tab here, but that's for a gimmick later on. And also, the wheels don't roll very well. This is the worst rolling Transformer I own, which is a shame because this is the one I want to roll around the most. But he just kind of slides, and not even very well. So that's really disappointing. That's probably the worst part about this Transformer for all the flaws I have in it. But it looks so good. The blacks are really clean. The flame details look good. And we only see this silver and gold right here, but the gold for the lights and the silver up front just looks so good and pops exceptionally. And I love how this engine block looks up here, sticking up. It's the gun for robot mode, so obviously we get these little bits popping out here, which you can pretend is his blasters for his battle mode, or you can just use your imagination like you're supposed to, and that these are just part of the engine sticking up. But really clean and good looking. Let's get him into his battle mode, as it were, though. And to do that, is really dumb. I do not like how this looks at all. But we just plugged the guns into these holes right here on the side. And again, that just looks off to me. Like, if we had two of these, I think it would look a lot better. But this sticking out way back and being, yeah, it's not the look. At least not in my opinion. But we do that, Then we're taking our Minicon here, and this is really fun. We untab the arms there, and we're gonna fold this part down, and then we're gonna push this down further, and it's gonna go like that, and then we're gonna connect that back up. Now this is not part of the transformation. You're supposed to clip these back in and have it like that, but what I like to do is unclip them, bend them down at this elbow joint, and just push those clips into the hole that they would have snapped into if they were in that spot. So like that, and just push it in there. They don't clip in, but just push them against it. And we're taking this hole here and plugging it into that peg. And it's not the tightest connection. It's a little loose, and you can kind of move them around a little, but I think that looks pretty good. And I like these sticking out down like that better, because if you're doing a battle mode, imagine those are blasters. Just like, why wouldn't you imagine these are blasters too, if you're going full-on battle mode. And this is not in the instructions either, but these are part of the feat for the transformation. So I like to just fold those open. You can pretend that's like a claw, or like these are some buzz saws inside of there, and it catches people, and it's really cool. Or my favorite thing is fold it out like that and have it be a battering ram. Very cool. Just smash into stuff. Or, still very cool, we can deck them out with the blast effects. Why not? That's pretty cool. And you can plug the blast effects into the holes in there too, and yeah, that can be a blaster if you want. But yeah, just go wild with them. I love these blast effects. They plug into a lot of different stuff, and you can use them with other figures and things. Like I do not. This is your toy. You do what you want. Play with it how you like. Use your imagination how you like. You can do whatever you want with these. You can do whatever you want with the blast effects. Whatever you want with the guns. Me personally, I'm not going to use these guns for this figure outside of this video. I might use these for some other Transformers or action figures or some, but I don't like him for this guy. I think he works well just by himself with his regular gun. But this Minicon here is all sorts of fun. I like him a lot. And in fact, before we get into this guy's transformation, let's just look at this dude's robot mode. It's pretty easy. We're just folding this down again like we had it before. So take these, untab that. Fold that down here, but then we're going to pull this out open and split this apart, and we're going to take these and fold these out here, and this is going to become his foot, and these are his legs. There we go. And then all we're doing is we're folding this around and then moving his arms. And here we got this little dude. They call him Jolt, and I dig him. Now, you got to give it a... You should hear a click. Come on. He ain't clicking. There we go. There's the click. I had to have the back snapped in proper. There we go. Yeah, he's a fun dude. I like him a lot. He's a cool little fella. And he does stand up good. You just got to bend him over a little bit because of that heavy backpack he's got. But it's still, he's standing up straight. You just got to angle him right. But very fun. Let's set him off to the side and get this guy transformed though. Really cool. So we're going to pull the engine block off there, and that's just going to be the blaster for robot mode. I wish we didn't have the yellow for the handles though. And that's what he looks like without that there. And we got some nice detail underneath that you never see otherwise. So that's pretty cool. And this guy, you can come at him a few different ways. What I like to do is take these here, and we're going to kind of pull them up. So back and up like that. And as you can see underneath here, we're just going to be kind of separating this area. But first, before we get to that, let's open the doors. So just pull those open and kind of fold them out, because it's got that little tab there, so kind of fold them out. But you don't need to click them down right now, but you can if you want. Same thing with folding these out here. It's just about your own timing and what you want to do. But then we're going to just be pretty much separating this whole bit right here. And as you can see, it connects right here and then up in here. So pulling apart a little, and we got these with this right here. So let's kind of pull these tabs up, because those clip in. Get that loose, and now we flip it around here. You can see his legs. We got this bit here. We're pretty much just kind of pulling that down. See? So just pulling that down a little, and then you're gonna lift this up, and we're just gonna kind of move that down. So move that down over the flames here. We're gonna spin this fella around like that. And now we're gonna take right here at the thigh joint, you're gonna just kind of spin it and angle it that way. See how we're doing? And then you're gonna fold the window bits here back, and that's gonna cover up the back of his legs. See, we just formed his legs right there. Now we're gonna fold this whole thing down, just kind of unhinge, you know, unclip, pull it down. Then you're gonna pull the chest down here and flip up the head and fold the chest back up to where it was. And this whole backpack thing right here, you're gonna flip it like that as we move it down. And now there's these little tab areas right here are supposed to tab into these yellow bits here. Mine, they don't click. They just kind of rest in there. At least for my figure. They will not clip. I press down as much as I can. They will not clip into there. They just kind of rest in the area, which is a big pain in the butt because they're really supposed to clip. But we got these holes right here, and they clip into these shoulder bits. You just have to press and hold this into the back as you're doing this part, or it'll all kind of come undone because that one back part don't clip in proper. But you press those in and get those in good, and then the back, like it's still a little bit loose, you can see, and these will come unclipped because of that. I don't know why my copy doesn't clip in proper, because the pegs are there, it should. But then to finish the transformation, we're just going to be flipping the arms around. And there we go. He looks pretty good. I really like this detail of his visor flipping down, these little goggle things. He looks good. Like, great face detailing. I like the blue eyes. He looks mean. Now this chest area here, I feel like they should have painted or printed an Autobot symbol just because it's shaped just like that. But as we see in the artwork, it is blank. So they're not being lazy. I don't know if the character should, but I feel like it should. If I had decals or stickers or something, I might put a little tiny sticker in there, but we got the symbol there, and that looks good. I love this chest detailing. This all looks really good. There's great stuff going on with the sculpt. Now, you look at the inner workings because of his transformation. His legs here is kind of funky, and it's really hard to get and bend at the knee here, just for the fact that to do it, you got to kind of hold it from behind, and so you got to grab inside of his leg, which is funny. And you can't bend it too far because of how these are folded behind his leg. They get in the way, so you need to actually fold those onto the side of his leg if you want to get a full knee bend. And you can get a full good knee bend, and in fact you can get a really good one if you're sort of doing double knee joint with that, but that's just from the transformation. So it's not the cleanest look, but it works for him. It works. So we got this weapon right here. I think that looks pretty good. Again, you can use these weapons too if you want. but I prefer using this guy because he has a weapon mode too. So let's get him back into that. We're pretty much just transforming him back into vehicle mode. So we saw what that was before. You're just flipping that around, pushing these back and clipping this together here, folding that in. There we go. So I mean, it's pretty simple. We're pretty much getting this tab brought down and pulling this out. Hold on, I want to show you something. Ah, how's that look? Now that's a battle mode. So freaking cool. And like I said before, these are these can be a little bit fiddly, especially on this gun, because the tabs to plug these in are so shallow. So you got to be really careful with that. They really don't want to stay in too well, and they'll just come off if you tap them. And this right there, I just literally set that in. This is not the official gun mode, but that's my official. This is how I set some blast effects in it mode. But yeah, I like doing this where I just pretty much unfold this part out stretched, and I think that looks cool, a little bit better than just having the front of the helicopter sticking out. You can actually pretend that's a bit of a gun or something, but really cool. And I love this right here. This is a fun little bonus feature of having this pop out as a cannon. Really cool. Now a bit unfortunate, but this side right here does not have a blast effect part, so you can't have it blasting from both sides. But this side does, and that's pretty cool. I can dig it a lot. And there's some ports right back here where if you fold the handles back for this, you're supposed to be able to plug these tabs right into this area here for storage, but I can never get it to work right. It does not hold for me. They don't clip on proper because it just kind of slides in, and mine don't push in. This one always pops out. Like I can get this one to stay in to its connection area. Like it'll stay pegged in, but this one, for the life of me, no matter what I do, it will not stay pegged in. And if I do get it in, it pops right out. But it's off. It's a little too big. It doesn't want to fit into the area it's supposed to go into. And yeah, even if I get it in there, it'll be a little bit loose. Now, what I can do is just sort of loosely set it in there and fold this over, and that'll sort of hold it, but it's still wobbly. And really, I don't like these guns with this figure anyway, so I don't even count them. I'm just using those like a bonus thing for some other stuff. But very cool. This guy's a whole lot of fun. I like his robot mode a lot. Great detailing. He comes with a whole lot of bonus stuff, and his vehicle mode's really sick. So I give this guy high marks. He's got his flaws, like the connection ports for both those blasters and right here in the back. But, you know, his wheels don't roll proper. But the figure himself is a whole lot of fun, great paint applications, and he comes with a bunch of bonus stuff. For the price, I think this is a great value. So let's get him transformed back into his hot rod mode, which is gotta be my favorite. Like, this vehicle mode's cool. I love these added details. Like, it looks great, a lot of fun, but that vehicle mode is just fantastic. So first thing we want to do, get his arms back normal, and we're going to spin these around because you're going to want this tab right here facing outward. Now you just kind of pull these up, get that loose, as it were. Let's fold the chest down and put the head back. Fold the chest back up. We're just hiding that fella. And now let's just move the move the windows to the side there to free up some room. And spin him at the waist. Get the arms back into a spot. Now we're gonna fold the thighs in for one while rolling the window back, then fold the thigh in for him and roll the window back. Be sure to replace the arms as you go. And before clicking these in, you're going to want to do the thing where we move this back. So we're doing that weird sort of chicken leg joint and just pushing that in. And again, it's easier just to kind of angle these up and slide them back down. But pushing that in there. Do the same for this side. Get these windows pushed up. And we're gonna get these tabs here and these tabs here going together at the same time. Nice. Fold these out here. And we're gonna click this together. And okay, gotta be a little fiddly. Come on, come on. Transformers are very much a by feel, so you just got to kind of feel it out. I can see it. There we go. You just got to kind of get it aligned proper, and sometimes that's easier said than done. And fold those in. And we're pretty much taking this area here. Lift these back up. And we're pretty much just sliding this back up here. And you know, I actually did that in the wrong order, and oh my goodness. Well, I just popped out a ball joint out of there, and that'll happen sometimes. That's just how those joints work. So I should have folded this up first, because this is supposed to peg in there. So that is my bad. Let's just get this plugged back in. If you've messed around with Transformers at all, you're familiar with ball joints and how they're a little forgiving. So get that back in there. Get them all snapped together. Now we're good. All right. So now let's spin these the right way so we get, and then fold these down. I like to get that detailing right there on the outside. We're gonna fold the doors back here, and they're gonna just kind of click into place. And you gotta fiddle with the arms a little bit, because you need to get these tabs going into that hole there. Like this one didn't click in proper, so there we go. I just had that angled a little wrong. Then we're just folding that down, spinning in, and he's looking good. I like this guy. All we're missing, this right here. There we go. Perfect. Looks so good. What a great figure. Heck of a lot of fun. Let's get this guy back into action. Yeah. Okay, not the smoothest video I've ever recorded, huh? Thank you for joining me. I had a lot of fun fiddling with this guy and showing him off, and I'm looking forward to showing you some other stuff from my old collection next week.